As a neurosurgeon, I have seen and touched the center of the brain, and I've straightened deformed spines from skull to pelvis with 50 screws, rods, and carefully engineered fractures. In these surgeries, I've seen the means of life, but not life itself. My patients must be the true healers to reclaim their lives. It is a privilege for me to be part of their journey. However, their journeys are highly varied, in large part due to their varied attitudes. A healthy patient attitude will generally transform their life for the better, even when there's complications. An unhealthy attitude will result in poor outcomes despite technically perfect and well-indicated surgery. This is an example of a phenomenon known as the is-ought problem. The good life is not given to you. It must be chosen, and by you alone. Science is a valid pursuit in its own right, and science has saved billions from disease and lifted up billions more. But science only tells us what is and not what ought, and thus it does not answer the ultimate questions of life. Reckon this: no data will ever prove that life is worth living or that good things even exist. Nothingness is the origin and destination of our material world, so why stay alive? That requires a leap of faith. I'm not religious, but I do acknowledge that faith in something is necessary for life. I have faith in humanity, or at least in myself on a bad day. Men can be ugly, but man is beautiful. Nothingness may be the description of our origin and destination, but it's not the prescription for our existence, which is now. Post-material, electric, and fleeting. The answer to a meaningless, uncertain, and dark world is not to retreat, but to re-engage it with a better version of yourself. Even if there's no free will, and we're simply circuits set in motion by billions of external forces, and only existing for a flicker in time, much like billiards on a pool table, thinking they're changing their little world, but in reality knocked by something bigger and destined to stop, the fact that we can see light and feel warmth gives us faith in our ability and need to share truth and love. Objectively, for all its missteps, the world has become a better place the past several hundred years. There's good reason to have faith in ourselves. Don't leave or catastrophize. Be the solution. This channel is dedicated to Professor Michael Sandel, a brilliant yet relatable philosopher who dissects the key issues of our time and all times, and foresaw the current state of the world decades ago. His collection of lectures, Justice, is a must-watch before you die. He instilled in me seeds of inquiry as a naive 20-year-old student that blossomed a quarter century later as a resilient defense against a societal disease that has caused too many of my patients and colleagues to suffer, burn out, and even die. I have faith that you too can evolve if you just take some time to listen, reflect, and respond. Every moment we live in answer to the questions Professor Sandel asks. What's your answer? Your answer will lead to more questions, and that's okay. The good life is an iterative state of reflective equilibrium, making something out of nothing. Seize the day.